Hello guys, welcome back. Now, so far we have been working on these screen flows, right? We have created so many of these screen flows, but let's go ahead and talk about record triggered flow. This is a different type of flow and there is no screen involved in this record triggered flow. Now, as the name indicates, it's a flow which gets triggered based on a record change. Okay, now either you could have created a record, you could have deleted a record, or you could have done both. And that's when a triggered flow will get executed. Salesforce came with these before save flow triggers and after save flow triggers. A record triggered auto launch flow makes additional updates to the triggering records before it is saved to the database. So let's say you have created a lead record and you only provided a couple of values, the required values, which is like a company name and last name, let's say. But there are other fields on that lead record which you want to set up with some default values. Now you can write a triggered flow, you can write the triggered flow. So whenever a new lead enters into the system, that lead will be updated with some default values for some of the fields. So you can create this record triggered flow in that case. So let's go ahead and talk about a requirement which we are going to build in this particular tutorial. So the requirement is Stephen Green, a lead system administrator at Universal Containers, received the following requirement. Every time a new lead is created, so we don't want to fire this flow when a lead record is updated. Only once on that, when a lead is created, you want to update the default values on the lead for these fields. So let's say the company name, I want to default it to MyTutorialRack. The country, I want to default it to USA. The rating, I want to make it to hot. Annual revenue to this value. Industry, I want to put it to consulting. Primary, I want to put it to yes. So these are some of the default values that I wanted to set on the lead record. This is a very simple request, very simple plain record triggered flow we are going to be creating. So, and with this, we will understand the very basics, and then we're going to build on a little bit more complex logic of these record triggered flow. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new record triggered flow here. So I'll go back to my Google and go over to my Salesforce account here. And under the setup, I'm going to say flows. So this is the flow that I'll create a new flow here. And now it is asking me, we've been always choosing screen flow in the previous tutorials, but now we're going to choose this record triggered flow. And it tells you that it launches when a record is created, updated, or deleted. It means if you want to do some actions on creation of a record, or when a record is updated, or when a record gets deleted, if you want to do something like that, then this auto launch flow will run in the background. So this is the flow that we have selected. Hit the next here. It's a free form. So now select the object whose records triggers the flow when they are created, updated, or deleted. So I want to kick off this flow when a lead record is created. I'm not talking about opportunity. I'm not talking about account. I'm talking about the lead record. So here the object you're going to choose would be lead. Do you want to trigger this flow on specific condition? Means, do you want to trigger this flow when a lead is created only, or when a lead is updated? Means you already had a lead record and you made an update, that's when you want to call the flow? Or do you want to call the flow when you create a brand new lead? Or do you want to do it in both the conditions? Means every time you create a lead record or you have updated an existing lead record. Or the fourth option is when you delete a lead record. When do you want to call this flow? So I wanted to call this flow in only one scenario, when a lead is created. Do you have any entry condition? Means, are you only going to be calling this flow at a particular condition when a lead record of, let's say, certain industry has been created? That's when you want to invoke it. Do you have any filter condition? Means, what is the entry criteria? So I do not have any entry criteria here. So means I want anytime, any kind of, and whenever a lead is created, independent of what the industry is, independent of whatever it is. If you create the flow that's triggered when a record is updated, we recommend first defining the entry condition. Means only those records which meets those entry conditions will be triggering this flow. So now I do not have any, but if you have, you can choose that, okay, this is the entry condition, but I'm going to leave it blank here, and we're going to just leave it none. And then it is asking you fast field updates means update the field on the record that triggers the flow to run, means are you making any changes to the same record which triggered the flow, or are you making any changes to the related records? So there are actions and related records. So do you want to update any record and perform actions like send an email or create a task, etc.? This will run after the record has been saved, because if you're making a change to a related record, then you are going to fire the flow after that record has been already created. But let's say if you are making a change on that same record, then you want to do all of that in the before trigger, right? Before the record has been saved, because you are adding few more field updates there. So update the fields on the record that triggers the flow to run. This is a high performance flow which run before the record is saved to the database. Okay. So we are going to be, since we are making the changes on the same record which is firing the flow, we are going to select this option. But if you were making changes on a related record, then you're going to be choosing this option. But since we are making changes on the same record, we're going to choose the first option here, hit the done. So now this is what the flow is going to get triggered on whenever a lead record is created. Now we are going to go ahead and do update. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to update the default values. Now we're going to go ahead and this is what we are going to update. We're going to mark the company as MyTutorialRack. If the user has provided another company, we're going to override it with MyTutorialRack. Country, we're going to give it USA. Rating, we're going to give it hot. Annual revenue, we're going to give it 100,000. Industry, we're going to make it consulting. Primary, we're going to set it up to yes. This is what we are going to be doing on that lead record. So update default values on lead. So this is the label here. And how to find the records to update and set their values. So which records do you want to update? So you can either use the lead record that triggered the flow, because that's what we want to do. You can use the IDs and all field values from a record or record collection, or you can specify the condition to identify the records do you want to do the updates, right? So I know the lead that has triggered the flow is the lead that I want to change. So I'm going to stick to the first option. Set the filter condition requirements to update the record. So let's say if you want to go ahead and have some filter condition on which records to update, then you can go ahead and choose that condition over here. I do not have anything right now, so I'm going to leave it as none. This is a plain simple record triggered flow, a very basic one. So here I'm going to say choose the company. I'm going to set the company to MyTutorialRack. Even though the user has provided something, I'm going to override it. Then the next thing that I wanted to set up is the country. So the country, I'm going to choose USA. And then the next one is industry. There's a field called industry on the lead. So that industry, I'm going to choose to consulting. So there is a pick list value called consulting. So I'm going to select that. Then the next thing is I have, there's a field called primary. And I'm going to set this to yes. That is one of the options. So I'm going to choose yes here. And then what is the other field? So if I go back here, we have rating and annual revenue. So those were the two which we missed. Rating. So there is a field on the lead called rating. And I'm going to set the value to hot. That's one of the pick list value. And the annual revenue. Like if you want to set up any other default values, you can. These are the lead fields. So, and I'm setting up to, let's say the annual revenue, I'm putting it as 100,000 here. So this is the annual revenue. So these are the few more fields that I am updating on that lead record. And let's say if you can provide something else as well. So there are, you have city here, you have description. Let's say we're going to say description is new, or we can say updated values through the flow. This is the description I'm going to update. And then here, let's say another field that I'm going to, you can set email, you can do all of that. You can set you don't want to do all of those. Lead source. If let's say the lead source, I wanted to call it as web. That is the lead source. Okay, the source of the lead is web. Then the next one, if there is any other value besides all of these you want to set up, you can. If you want to go ahead and set up the title, website here, You can do that as well. So let's say the website I'm going to set it up is MyTutorialRack.com. Okay, that is going to be the website. So these are some of the values that I'm going to be setting up on that lead that we just created. So this flow is only going to be called whenever you create a brand new lead. If there is an existing lead and you make an update on that lead, it's not going to trigger this flow. And on this flow, what the flow is doing, all it is doing is updating the same lead record on which the flow has been triggered. And we are updating these values on that lead record. So I'm going to hit the done here, save here, and I'm going to call it as update default values. This is the API name, hit the save, and now I'm going to go ahead and activate it. Okay, so this has been the first record triggered flow we have created. Okay, this is the first record triggered flow we have created. Now we're gonna go ahead and see if it's working as expected. So let's go ahead and create a brand new lead. So I'm gonna go back here, I'll click on the new. I am not providing anything besides the last name and the company. Okay, let's say the last name that I'm going to provide is Karina, or let's say Kapoor. That's the one. The first name is Karina and the last name is Kapoor, and the company name I'll call it as XYZ. But now, since this is a new lead, our flow will get triggered. And on the flow, what we are doing is we are updating the value of the company to MyTutorialRack. So then what will happen is the flow will override this XYZ, and then the lead source is blank, industry is blank, everything is blank, annual revenue is blank, rating is blank. You can see here, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the save here. But now what will happen is the trigger has been called. The flow that we created has been called now because the flow is set to be called on a new lead record. Okay, now you can see here automatically the lead source has been updated to web. The website has been updated to MyTutorialRack, industry has been updated to consulting, the rating has been updated to hot, means our flow has been invoked. The address means the country was USA, annual revenue is 100,000. So whatever the default values we have set up have been updated, and the company we gave was XYZ, but we had a default value, so that's got overridden with this MyTutorialRack here. Okay. Our flow is only supposed to be called whenever a new lead is created. So it will not get called when an existing lead we are updating it. Okay, so now if I go ahead and pull up this OHO lead is there, right? This lead is there, and I'm just going to be updating the phone number on this lead record. Now at this point, my flow will not get invoked. So you can see here, the company is Y here. Website is blank, all of this lead source is blank, industry is blank, there's nothing on the country, all of that, right? Because, and then if I give a phone number to 123-456-7777, hit the save, my flow is not going to be get invoked in this case, and you know that because nothing has been updated besides the phone number. Because our flow is only supposed to be called when a new lead is created. So this is a record triggered flow which basically updated the same record that you created. Okay, so it's basically making the updates on the same record. So that is a record triggered flow, means a flow that gets triggered on the creation of the record. It can get triggered when you update that record. It can get triggered when you delete a particular record. So you can do all of that and you can trigger a flow, and that flow can do whatever you want. You have to just specify that, okay, only update these values on that record, on that existing record, or update the values on a related record. So this is a first example of record triggered flow. But we will be doing a lot more of these in the next tutorial. So I'm going to see you guys then. Thank you so much.